What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 167 of True to Size.
Did you almost say 168?
Almost.
Because we were saying it so often. I thought it was 168, and then when you said 167, I got confused, and then I was like, no, that's sushi. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I am joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Yo!
Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Yo!
And he doesn't get an intro anymore. Just like on Stacks, he's too familiar now. It's not exciting anymore. It's Mr. Sean Go. Thank you for being here, sir.
Yo. Thanks for having me.
How you been, man? I don't think that it's been 67 episodes since you've been on. Has it?
I think it has. Like the actual proper podcast. I think it's been since the episode 100.
Damn. Well, we keep telling people we don't like you. People are going to actually start to believe it. Like if it's 67 episodes in between visits.
I had people DMing me saying like, yo, Lawrence was so mean. What was that? That, on
the panel?
Yeah, the panel.
They don't know, man. His blood is thicker than water, you know? Like
you should check out our texts. And,
man. You would call the police. You would call the police. That's what they say, though, right? Like, who you think like who you're meanest to and like rudest to in the world, it's always your family. Like, if you're not close with somebody, you're not comfortable being mean to them.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, of course.
So, I just hate you. You know, like that's it. It's a love.
Cry
thing.
at night, man.
Yeah,
you make me cry.
But it's out of love. It's hatred out of love.
All right, fine. It's worth it then, I guess.
We've got a great show for you guys this week. We're starting with a fire round from someone who isn't me, finally, and probably one of the busiest previously in Kick segments ever. And that's not even just because Sean Go is on the podcast. Then we've got some catching up to do with Sean since the last time he was on, which apparently was a year ago. He started the podcast. We want to get the full skinny on that. And then we're going to have a discussion about all things that are is back. We're going to get to the bottom of is back. But first, Joel.
Fire round.
Yeah, you got that on the Channel 8 podcast, bro? No.
How do you even do that?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I always thought that was pre-recorded.
I go like this. I cup my hands together.
You know, like when you're wrapping presents, the big tube of...
Let's get that one more time.
Yeah, hold on. Is back.
Ooh. That's hard. Sean's going to make that a button on his podcast. He's going to click
I'm going to record you and then throw that on Channel 8.
Instead of those like cash machine things in between segments, it's going to be is back. Yes, the fire round. We like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from Brian Chalmers, a.k.a. BLEEK, Bleak BC15.
My brother Bry.
Big time Bleak BC15. He wants to know, so this is like a several multi-part question here. He wants to know first, what was your guys' wedding shoe? And what do you think is the best wedding sneaker? Like, what is optimal? And then also, what would be the grail wedding shoe? So it's like a three-parter there. And I don't think grail necessarily means best. You got to take best in like a different context there. So his answer, while you guys think about it, is he wore the white-on-white Rockefeller Air Force Ones. That's badass. That's really cool. I like that.
That leather
sneaker. Yeah. And then he says the entrance music was a Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak song, so it was very fitting. Boom. I like that. That's sick.
Nice.
So you guys can all answer the first part of the question. I can't because I'm not married. But what was your guys' wedding shoe? Like, whether it be if there was a difference between actual ceremony and reception, as there might have been. For two of these people, I know that's a no. But Joel, what was your wedding shoe?
My wedding shoe was the DMP 11.
Yes.
That was mine. Mare's was the Fire Red 3. She had that under her gown.
That's heat. And that was back when they actually like originally released, yeah?
Yeah, like 07,
yeah.
2007. So yeah, it was when it first dropped.
Nice. For the Fire Red. Alvin, do you have a different answer?
Nope. Well, I had the. I also had the DMP 11s with that hint of gold, which actually went perfect with the wedding theme that wifey picked, because it was black and gold as well, so it all went together. Perfect. Shout out to the groom squad. And then Sasha just wore her heels because she wasn't really a sneaker lady at the time.
Boring.
Right?
Sean, I think you had a different for the ceremony and the reception, correct?
Yeah. So I kept it classy, just wore regular dress shoes for the most of the day and the night. And then once the alcohol started flowing in, then I swapped it to my custom Air Max 90s. Lawrence is laughing because he witnessed a lot of stuff.
I'm telling you, you guys have not seen content. You think his YouTube is good? You watch Sean go scream sing Backstreet's Back by Backstreet Boys, and that's the content. Like that's you don't want to watch his YouTube anymore. You just
Lawrence has all the receipts. Oh yeah, all the receipts.
Always, bro.
but yeah, I made just custom Air Max 90s for Air Max 1s for me and the groomsmen, so we're all kind of matching.
Very cool. Nice. Very, very cool. I like that idea. The custom is a cool idea. So what is the best wedding sneaker? Like, all things considered, we're talking like maybe something a little bit classy, maybe something a little bit comfy. Like, what is just like optimal wedding sneaker in your guys' eyes? We'll start with, we'll go in the same order here. Joel, what is like the optimal wedding sneaker?
Optimal. I'd probably say anything with like patent leather or something like that.
So the same shoe.
The same shoe, yeah.
Something comfy, preferably like a mid cut or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
With a jump man on.
Yeah. Carbon fiber. But yeah, man, anything that tickles your fancy, if you want to call it, yo. It's your day, man.
It's true.
You go all out. Wear what you want, man.
Flip-flops
and socks, do it up, yo.
Flip-flops and socks. Maybe not quite that far, but yeah, I like the spirit. Yeah. Alvin, what is like optimal wedding sneaker? Like when you think of wedding sneaker optimization for athlete comfort, what are we talking here?
I'm still saying 11s, bro. In terms of, comfort, the DMPs were pretty good for me. On the dance floor, doing my unruly dance to Sash to get the garter.
I have that video too. Yeah,
my feet were. Yeah, Lawrence has receipts, bro. Just wait till you get married, guys.
Yeah.
No phones allowed.
But yeah, yo, and like to be honest, that patent leather, I didn't have to worry about it getting dirty. If our pants were tighter, because they weren't at the time. They weren't tapered enough, in my opinion, at the time. If they were more tapered, I'd have to worry about the white getting messy. But then you could always wear like a Space Jam or something like that. But if the 11s aren't your fancy, like something leather, so you don't have to worry about it getting dirty. And if it's something with a white lace, like Brian's Rockefeller Air Force Ones, like you can always swap a lace if you end up getting the lace dirty. And that leather is so premium that you can always clean it off. You know what I mean? Yeah. But definitely get something that's comfy. Something that you feel good in because it's your day. Well, technically it's your wife or other significant other's day.
You're just there.
You're just there. Wife or husband, whoever you may be, it doesn't matter.
Significant.
But just make sure that, you're comfy, you're feeling good, you're feeling fresh, and just enjoy, yo.
Hell yeah.
But 11s, either way. 11s.
But still, 11s. If I'm going to give the politically correct answer for this one, and then I'll give the correct answer for the what's your grail wedding shoe. I'm going to do, I do like the Cole Haan Lunar Grand, and they do come in some funky colors, so you could still do like a bright color to like really pop it off, but like, I don't think they make them anymore, because there was at one point that Nike owned Cole Haan, and they were putting the Lunar Lawn outsoles onto dress shoes on like a wingtip, and it was like, I have a couple pairs, and it's just absolutely like bananas. They're so good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that, because then you get the comfort of like a running shoe, but you get like the grown man swagger of like a wingtip, and you can do like a suede. I have a Volt pair in suede, so I'm getting like, nice. I'm covering all my bases there with that. So I'm going to go with that. And then when we do the next question, I'm going to tell the actual correct answer. But Sean, optimal wedding shoe.
Whatever tickles my fancy, I got to go with the Air Jordan 11, man. Like, it's a repetitive answer, but that's like that's the shoe when you think of like the one that bridges sneakers with
Yeah.
something classy.
Suits.
It's like
Yeah.
either the Concords or the Space Jams. One of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about a Space Jam. Even like honestly, the cap and gown that they did, like the triple black, would be
those
like
are nice too.
those are
Between
very,
two
very
with
cool.
A suit? Jeez.
Assuming this isn't the same answer for two of you guys, what is your Grail wedding shoe? You can wear any shoe to your wedding, whether it be reception or ceremony. Grail wedding shoe. Joel, what is it?
Oh man, I'd probably. Do I have to own it?
No, it can be anything.
Okay, so then I'm probably gonna. Probably wear like What the Dunks or something like that.
Oh,
something
true.
wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Something crazy, just to like set it off and like you're gonna be posing for pictures, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures galore, like afterwards, man. Get ready to like, smile and whatnot, and got flex with your shoes. So,
That's facts.
yeah, man.
What the
dunks for
What
me?
the dunk for Joel? Alvin, what about you?
I mean, we're talking Grail, so if I were to get married again, I'd get a second pair of Elephant Atmos print Air Max 1s.
Oh, true.
Nice.
And I would customize the turquoise swoosh to gold,
Oh,
so that it would
Okay,
still
yeah.
go with the wedding theme,
like a gold patent?
like a gold patent,
Damn.
as opposed to the turquoise.
I
Just
like
so
like
that.
that,
a gold-
a little bit of
gold print,
yeah, just a little bit of touch.
Nice.
I do like that a lot. My answer is quite obvious. It's the Nike Mag. I mean, you shut off all the lights, reception, lights turn down low. You
Get a
walk in with
hoverboard.
some smoke fog machines.
You're not walking in, bro. You
No, I'm
can't.
floating in,
You're
like
hovering
yeah,
in.
hoverboarding in something. I'll drive a whole ass DeLorean in. Like lights are down. All you see is the shoes. Like some like Great Scott thing going on in the background. Like theme oh man, that's it, bro. With a nice tapered dress pant, like a gray dress shirt or something, and it's like a tie, like just to set it all up, like a baby blue tie with like a gray dress shirt. Are you stupid, bro? It's happening.
Yo, Jill, are you listening, bro?
I'm getting married just for that. And I don't care who knows it. That's the only reason I'm getting married. That's
It'll
the
definitely
only
be
reason.
your day and not your bride's day.
Yeah, no.
either.
Yeah.
It's not even going to
That's
be a
true.
wedding. It's just going to be like a birthday party. Like it's just a celebration of me. Sean, what is your Grail wedding shoe? Can be anything in the world.
Because I don't want to upstage Carmen.
Wow, what a
I got
suck
Nice
up.
guy.
No, she's
Loser.
probably listening to this right now. The door's pretty thin, but
Everyone just laughed.
I'm gonna go with something a bit more low key, something that you can pair with a suit and not be like overly flashy. So I'm gonna say
Wearing glowing
the,
shoes.
I'm gonna say the New York City Pigeons.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
It's a
not
good one.
flashy, but it's definitely like a Grail.
Like if you
Yeah.
know, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
Imagine like a Paris with like a cream suit.
Ooh.
That would be holy smoke.
That's Tong. That's Tong.
That's Tong's.
pick for
Yeah,
sure.
when we have Tong on, we'll ask Netmag what his is. That's the answer for sure. I just know that Tong would never wear a full cream suit. Like, there's no way you catch Tong in that. But
No,
other
he
than
get a
that-
suit with the pattern on it.
Yeah, that's true. He would get the original artist to create him a suit. Brian, thank you for that question. That's very, very, very good one. If you would like to submit a question for the fire round and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at CanadaGotSoul@gmail.com. Next up, the CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase.
Super cute.
So this is the shoe that I kept saying for the longest time. I'm not buying anything else except for this shoe. I lied, obviously, but this is a shoe that I've been waiting for since what year? 2012? 2010. My bad. This shoe, the first time I went to Florida as an adult, I was in high school, so not an adult. And I was just getting into sneakers, and this shoe was coming out, and it wasn't coming to Canada. And I'm on like the blogs, like 2010 sneaker blogs were not very good. On the blogs, like trying to figure out where to buy this shoe in Florida because it's a Florida themed shoe. It's like, where do I get this shoe? I can't. And I was like, that kind of like young dumb kid going into like Foot Locker at an outlet mall, being like, "Hey, do you have this shoe?" And they're like, Get the fuck out of here, you idiot. The shoe is the LeBron 8 South Beach. It's finally coming back after a 9-year hiatus. Man, these and Grinches, I'm good. I think I'm good for like Kobe LeBron retros. Yeah, there's not much to say. You know the shoe, full teal upper, vibrant pink laces and lining on the tongue, big full Air Max bubble along the entirety of the sneaker on the LeBron 8, and that cool like sideways swoosh on the heel. Grail, and they're coming back apparently as soon as this month because like images are starting to kind of pop up now. So yeah, big need. It was these and another shoe is what I said were the need of the year, and I got the other shoe. So this is whoop-de motherfucking whoop. Thank God Nike decided to bring this shoe back because I still look at it every single year and prices have always been too much. They did it justice. It looks the exact same. There's not much you can do to mess it up. The box is even the same. So in. That's enough gushing about that shoe. I'm amped. So excited. Joel, what do you got?
All right. So what I got is the upcoming Air Max BW Persian Violet.
Ooh.
Okay. So they pretty much did the whole upper in leather. It looks plush leather, like Cuzzo says, supple leather.
Supple
leather, yeah. Yeah, but the big difference, though, between these ones and the original ones is the black midsole, black heel counter, and a lot of black on this shoe. I'm not with it.
Oh, really?
If they did like a whole upper, if they did leather, and they kept like the white parts of the shoe on there, and just did like a whole upper, like just go like tumbled leather all out everywhere, I would have been fine with it. But the whole black midsole, black, I don't know, it's just not hitting right with me. But I don't know. But yeah, these drop sometime. I guess sometime this year, probably like in January or sometime probably like in spring, summer or something like that. But yeah, keep a lookout for these. So far these are like a poop for me.
Yikes.
But yeah, man, check it out. Let us know.
Poop.
Persian Violet. Poop.
Very sad. Very sad to hear this, Joel.
Yeah,
I'm seeing, and I don't know if maybe you just missed it. They're doing the original Persian Violet as well.
Oh, I missed that.
When's that supposed to
BW. I saw it in my travels. Release date 2021, no exact date, but like the original with the mesh is coming back this year too. So I guess they're doing like the original plus a ode to it with the leather, like the updated edition. But yeah, the original is coming back.
That's good.
What an iconic shoe. That color is so good.
Yeah, man. That
violet-y blue.
Oh,
it's so good. Persia, if they do anything right, it's Princes and Violet, I tell you.
Oh.
Prince Persia.
Good game.
Great game. Alvin, what do you got?
I got the New York versus New York Nike Sportswear Dunk Low.
Yes.
Those are nice.
Man, these caught my eye like crazy. They kind of initially they gave me like undefeated-ish vibes because of the swoosh, but I also found out that the swoosh is iridescent. So like depending on how the lights hits it, it could be orange or it could look like a yellowy orange.
Orange or light orange?
But it's a dope shoe. It's got like hints of green. Toe box is white, but then the inside of the toe box is green. And then that iridescent like swoosh just gets me. One of my favorite parts though is definitely the outsole. It's a blue clear outsole, but it lists off all the ballparks in New York.
Yeah.
With all the different fonts and everything like that. So that's bananas. And just the color blocking, man. Like I this is probably the first dunk where it's just like I have to have it.
Wow.
It's probably going to be hard though.
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like it's going to be like just a New York or a US thing because obviously New York is not in Canada. However, if there ever is a raffle anywhere, if they end up coming in Canada, I'm definitely going to try for them. No release date according to Sneaker News, it just says 2021. But man, yeah, these would be a definite mother whoopty scoopty whoop if I get the chance. Yeah, these are super dope.
When was the last time you bought a dunk, Alvin?
I haven't.
You've bought dunks before. That's what I mean.
I was gifted a dunk recently, but like the last dunk I probably copped was when Flat Spot was still around, and we went to Hamilton.
Wow.
And we both copped
Non-Tourage.
The non-tourages. That was my last dunk cop.
Holy crap!
Dang.
Yeah,
7 years, 8, 7, 5, 6 years ago.
Years. Yeah. There's a plural there.
Yeah, that's a long time. Damn. Sean, what's your pick for the week?
In honor. Whoa. Died.
Notice how Sean's podcast is always perfect, and he comes on here coughing.
Yo, it's all you, man. It's your fault. All right. In honor of is back, I'm gonna go with the Bape New Balance 2002 R.
Oh man,
I like those, bro.
What a cool shoe, man.
Oh, shit.
Yo, that there's two, I think. So there's one that's black with like the green camo, and then there's like the grayscale one. But that the colored one, that one is a must.
Yeah.
Fire.
Amen.
So definite. What do you even call it? Whoop-de whoop.
Whoop-de fucking whoop.
Whoop.
What he said.
Yeah. Anything. And it looks like they did the aged midsole on it too. It's got like the patinaed outs midsole.
Yep.
Man, they're literally checking every box for 2021.
Yeah.
Like aged midsole, New Balance, Bape. Like what else? What do you want? What more could you ask for? It's perfect.
Special box too, I think.
Special
like
box too.
Crazy.
Man, it's kind of a collaboration you didn't know you needed until you got it. Because Bape and New Balance obviously don't align very well, but just from what I've seen, they did an incredible job with the shark teeth on the midsole. Oof.
It's like the flashiest brand with like the most conservative brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And still it's like a flashy conservative sneaker, which is cool. Yep. No, it's very well done. I like that shoe a lot. Going to be impossible to get, but very, very well done. Next up, This Week in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers. And lawsuit. We have the lawsuit no one knew they needed. Yeezy versus Walmart. The battle that no one knew they wanted, but it's a good one. Yeezy versus Walmart. Are you crazy? So Kanye West recently created new branding for his Yeezy clothing and footwear line, and Walmart is they're not having it. So the Walmart is claiming that Yeezy's new logo is too familiar to their own and would cause, quote, deception to their customers. Ooh. There's customers buying Yeezy merch, and Walmart's like, well, they're only buying it because they thought it was Walmart, obviously. Like they.
Obviously.
So the logo in question is Walmart's Sunburst logo. So you know the one with like the 6 dashes going out from the middle. It kind of looks like a sun with like the circle in the middle. Like their very basic logo, and it's just 6 tapered dashes going out from a middle blank space. Kanye's it's basically the same logo. Like I'll give them that. It's just 3 dots instead of dashes. The exact same like shape and everything. If you connected the dots, you did a little connect the dot action, it would be Walmart's logo. I don't know if that was on purpose, because I think that's genius for him to be like, ha, I'm Walmart, like ha, expensive clothes, Walmart. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. This is the only lawsuit I care about ever again in life, because I want to see how Yeezy and Walmart play out. Walmart has made several statements. Kanye, unsurprisingly, no statements at all. He just does not care. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure he'll just end up changing it, but we'll see. Next up, previously in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. And I think everyone has something to report this week, which is very exciting. Joel, what do you got for us?
All right, so the good homies, the fam over at Adidas, sent me the 4D Fusio,
I think, yeah.
Fusio. But yeah, man, and the core black and the gray 6 is what the colorway is called. It's a pretty cool shoe, man. Like the Prime Knit is like unbelievable. The midsole, the 4D midsole, it's like a gradient midsole where it goes from like purple to orange or vice versa, orange to purple. It's got like this cover that covers like the midsole.
Yeah, it's almost like a shroud almost.
Yeah.
It covers a little bit of the midsole. It was weird.
Not sure what that's all about.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to Adidas, man. But yeah, thanks again. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Very cool shoe. Alvin, what do you got this week?
Adidas sent us the Silk.co X Adidas Kermit reusable bags.
Oh yeah,
for the squad.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Addy team, and that's it, man.
That's
been a chill week. Oh, but I did. So for the big headers out there, like Sean and I did find these snapback extenders.
What?
That I'm gonna try out. So basically, it's just like a snapback piece. So there's like 3 extra holes and then 3 extra prongs, and then you just attach it in the middle, and then it just extends the sizing of the snapback. Because I have a size 8 head and snapbacks don't really fit my head. I want to try it out because I want to wear the snapbacks that Joel and Lawrence made and that I made too. So I'll try it out. I'll let you guys know whenever I get them, and I'll test them out to see if they actually work. And I wear my snapbacks like forward anyway for the most part. And then I'll have my long ass hair covering the extension, so you won't be able to tell.
That's like those. Have you seen those insoles that make you 3 inches taller? Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Alvin's trying to make it look like he has a smaller head. He's going the opposite.
You already know, bro.
What do you mean? I can wear snapbacks. Yeah, give me a snapback. I'll wear a snapback. What do you mean? I'll wear a snapback. What's the problem? Yeah. Alvin's got a large head. All right. I don't know if I've ever had a week like this. It was a pretty insane week. And I'm assuming it's going to get immediately trumped by Sean because that's just what he does. He just ruins people's lives. But let us all be excited for the next 30 seconds while I go through mine. I got from Foot Locker Canada, the Move to Zero Air Max 90, which is part of their Carbon Zero campaign, which is really, really cool. Made of 20% recycled materials. It's got like the Nike Grind outsole. It's got like a very cool like whitish gray upper, and almost like it looks like a fleece, but I think it's also Nike Grind on the swoosh and on the tongue and on the heel tab. So those are very cool. And also the Nike Air Tuned Max, back for the first time since 1999, the inspiration for the Skepta Air Max 97 in the celery colorway. Really, really, really classic looking shoe. I don't know why I was so drawn to it. Once I saw that it was coming back, I was like, yeah, I'm not like a black shoe.
Do you have the Skepta version? Or
I don't have the Skeptas. And the reason I didn't like the Skepta was because it was on the Ultra, the Air Max 97 Ultra. And something about the Ultra always threw me off a little bit. But I don't know why I was so drawn to this, because it's a black shoe. It's a dark shoe, and I'm not usually a dark shoe guy, but just, I don't know. It looked like a real road band shoe. Shout out to all our European homies, all our England homies, all the Manchester Mandem from Manchester. So yeah, shout out to Foot Locker Canada for those. It took me a while to come to what we were going to call them. Mandem from Manchester. And then also from the Adidas Canada family, so also was blessed with the Adidas 4K Fusio. That's a cool shoe. Really, really cool shoe. 4D is like incredibly comfortable. And it's on like a lifestyle shoe. It's not on a performance shoe. So it's cool that they're kind of expanding the line into everyday, which is really cool. And then also the Bad Bunny Forum Low Easter egg, which was like crazy because it was funny because you guys got them. It was already late when you guys got them. You guys got them, a month and a half after they released? And I got them like a week after you guys got them. Like, I don't know where Adidas sends my packages first. Like, maybe mine come from Germany. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, obviously amped because that was my first Forum Low in hand. And I was like, this is a cool shoe. Like, I get the hype now. I really do. So big fan of those. And it kind of shows you, like, not to bring like resale price into this because I don't like talking about it in that sense, but like, it shows you how much influence people from outside North America can have, and you just don't even realize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Like think of like the Paranoise Air Force One. I still don't know what or who Paranoise is. That's an $800 shoe. I don't know who that is, and it's an Air Force One. The Bad Bunny, the Easter egg, is like a $600-700 sneaker. I feel like I've heard Bad Bunny songs, but I couldn't tell you 5. And it's on an Adidas forum. And it's selling for $700. Like, there's a huge market for these other like influencers or like celebrities that are not necessarily North American centered that are just like completely going untapped because they're not from America, basically. So yeah, that was crazy to me. Like that shoe is almost the same price as the J Balvin, who's another obviously reggaeton artist, almost the same price as the J Balvin Jordan 1. A Jordan 1 collaboration. Those are like $700 for the J Balvin.
So Bad Bunny's first pair is going for $9.
Yeah, for more, the brown one. Yeah.
So clearly he's better than J Balvin.
Yeah, obviously, just based on. But bro, like a Jordan, an Adidas model, like a skate shoe essentially from Adidas, selling for more than a Jordan 1, just solely obviously based on the collaboration, tells you how strong that collaboration is. Like it's just insane. And obviously the packaging is really cool too. I like that. I'll shout that out as well. I also I won my first Adidas raffle. Is that what it's called on the Adidas app? Confirmed?
I guess so.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
You got confirmed?
I was confirmed. I got confirmed last week. My confirmation was on Friday. And I got the Overkill 8500. Picked those up. I was a fan of those since I first got them. Got them in hand, and I was like, yes. So 3 pairs of Adidas in the last week. And then also, I'm not done. The New Balance MA Leon d'Or 550 came in yesterday in the green-yellow colorway. Crazy shoe. See, here's the thing. So I sold them, obviously, in support of a fundraiser I was trying to do, and I sold them before they came in. If they had come in, and then I was like, do I sell these? It would probably have been a no. Just to say that. I put it on my foot when it came in after I had already like arranged a sale. And I was like, shit. Like, why did I do that? Because their quality is amazing. Like, the color is perfect. They're just so cool. So maybe I'll try and pick up like the GR yellow pair that's dropping
those GRs
this week.
are crazy though, bro.
I like those a lot.
The suede toe too.
Yeah, the silhouette itself, it's the first time I'd seen it in hand, and it's like so well done. So yeah, maybe I'll try and pick up the yellow pair to like ease my pain a little bit. But yeah, so shout out to all those people. Crazy week. That was like 8 pairs of shoes. Sean, give us 30 pairs of shoes. Let's go.
I think I actually have less than you this week.
What a loser!
Which is like a first. No, I can't upstage you on your own show.
Not this week. Not this time.
All right, let me pull up my list. All jokes aside, so I got the SB Dunk High Hawaii. Is that what it's called? Hawaii or Maui?
Like Maui Wowie.
Maui Wowie, yeah.
Maui Wowie.
Those are fire.
Those are so
and then
cool.
I got.
Are you gonna peel them?
Probably not. Like I kind of like how they are as is.
I agree. I like it how it is.
Yeah. But I do like the grass looking suede underneath, which is pretty dope. But
it is, yeah. But I like the like floral upper is nice.
Hawaiian shirt upper.
Yeah. Got the Air Jordan 1 Aleli Mays from Capsule.
Nice.
Hit on that elusive 11.5 women's.
Damn.
Yep. Like you, I got the Adidas Bad Bunny Easter egg from Adidas Canada. So much love to Adidas Canada family. I hit on the Air Jordan 4 University Blue from Foot Locker.
Nice.
From Foot Locker.
Wow.
Yeah, probably my first time in like months.
Wow.
I actually achieved glory.
Holy crap. Yeah. Sneaker glory was not only moments away. You achieved it. Wow.
Yeah. It's such a it's such an early 2000 shoe though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just love it. Yeah.
The only thing that threw me off with that shoe was the tongue.
Oh yeah, that stupid
it's
tag.
It's a different logo. Yeah.
I'm very tempted to just cut it off or something.
Hit Kanotsky up and get him to sew on a proper one.
Should be like a quick fix for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Foot Locker Canada family sent over the Cosmic Unity Space Hippie colorway.
I like
the one that looks like the Nike mag.
Yep.
I actually wore those today. And then I stepped in I'm going to call it mud. It might have been dog crap though. So they're currently sitting on my balcony with like toothpaste on it to try to
get the scent off.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Something I know about mud. It doesn't smell like shit. So it's usually smells like mud.
So if you see them on the marketplace for like $50 next week, it's because
couldn't get the smell out.
Not from a pet-free home.
Exactly. Damn it. Anyways, aside from that, I scooped up a pair on Facebook. Lauren saw this. Shout out to Avon Chen. He sold me the Air Max 1 Milan for a very good price.
I think he bought shoes from me yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Now that I think about it, from my live, yeah. Now that I think about it, I think he bought shoes. Maybe he used the money you gave him to buy shoes. That's nice.
Probably. So you're welcome, I guess.
Sean said, "You're welcome." Shout out to the kids, bro. I do it for them.
Oh my god!
This is why we can't have Sean on.
No.
Yo, the show's over, man. The show's
been over.
There's no is back anymore. Yo.
No,
We're done.
It's done.
All right, just to finish this off, Adidas Canada, they sent me over the Lego ZX 8000, the black colorway.
Nice.
The whole pack's dropping Friday, I believe, in like 5 different colors or something like that. So super dope.
Yeah.
And the last pair I got, courtesy of Size Canada, that whole family, they sent me the Adidas Forum 84 Low, the OG white and blue with like the vintage looking.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, those are clean, yo.
I know you like that shoe. I know you're a Forum guy. I know you like that shoe. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Adidas Air Jordan 1, I guess. Sort of. Yeah.
Agree. 100% agree. I think that was more pairs than me. Oh, I forgot to add to my list. I got my vaccine yesterday. Ooh, the most incredible Gotham ever. Like baby, that was crazy.
Which brand was it?
Man, I got the Michael Jordan vaccines. Are you crazy? I got Pfizer.
The Michael Jordan.
I got the Pfizer one, bro. Yo, in all seriousness, when your time comes, everybody, like if you're comfortable, if you're willing, I feel fine. I'm not saying you're going to feel fine afterwards. Like I was sore for a bit. I know some people get a little bit queasy or a little bit sick for a couple days.
Weak.
I feel honestly like fine.
Good to hear, bro.
Here's the thing. I'm not even trying to flex like I'm a super strong guy or tough guy. I didn't even feel her put the needle in. Like I looked away, I was reading a sign, and then she was like, "We're done." And I was like, "Are you joking?" Like I thought it was a joke. I was like, "It's not
the
funny."
plot twist is like you feel fine because she didn't actually.
Yeah, imagine, yeah, bro. I was like, "Did you even like? Are you sure?" And then she put the Band-Aid on. I was like, "I guess." And I was like a little bit sore, so I was like, "I guess I believe you," unless she just like punched me and I didn't notice. Like, yeah. So if you're afraid of needles or whatever,
She
look
injected
away.
her hand.
Yeah. She
injected her hand that was holding your arm.
Yeah, she missed. She injected herself. She got her 12th dose.
That's crazy.
But no, I feel good. Like I feel great. It's definitely like a weight off my shoulders for sure. So definitely recommend to anybody to get it as soon as you can, so we can get back to sneaker shows and traveling and stuff and all that stuff. Yeah. So see, I knew it was going to be a busy previously in Kick segment. Next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker-related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And this week's topic is, for thumbs up, thumbs down, the Air Jordan, the ever divisive Air Jordan 15. Alvin, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, that's it? That's the only...
Just the Air Jordan 15.
Up.
I'm also going thumbs up. Joel.
Down.
Oh. Sean.
Thumbs down.
Oh man, I love when it's a split decision. That's my favorite. All right, next up, NSR. We talk about sneakers a lot, so in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant to the world of sneakers. And first of all, to everybody listening and to everybody here, happy Cinco de Mayo, happy 5th of May. And in the spirit of Cinco de Mayo, I want to know, what is your favorite Mexican food dish? Mexican might be like top 3 food group categories all time. Like you got burrito, nacho, taco, quesadilla, fajita, endless, guacamole, queso, everything, bro. Burrito. Everything. It's so hard to choose, but we're going to make Alvin choose first. Favorite Mexican food dish?
Well, first of all, you said guacamole. I went to Costco last week, and they have the Doritos guacamole chips.
Those are pretty good.
Bruh.
Yeah. Those are pretty
Tell me
good.
how they actually taste like
they
guacamole,
do.
bro.
There's a queso one. No, there's a queso Tostito chip that also tastes a lot like queso cheese.
It's a trip, man. I was like, weird. No way this tastes like... And we had the biggest bag from fucking Costco. I'm like, whatever, I'll still eat it. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm for sure going to eat it.
Yeah, man. It tastes like a mouthful of guac, bro.
Yeah. And it has a bit of kick to it. at least according to Sasha, who can take spice and I can't. And I'm like, yo, there's no kick. You're crazy.
As you shovel them into you're not even touching your tongue. That's why.
It's just a straight swallow.
Exactly.
Oh man. Dog, I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, you ass. Burrito.
Burrito.
Only reasoning is, for the most part, there's a lot you can do with it, man.
It's a lot. You're right.
For example, like it's very customizable, just like a Jeep. So that's probably why.
Okay. Okay. Everything's about a Jeep now. Got it. Yeah.
But you can also intertwine other ethnic foods with it. So Fat Bastards, they put noodles in their burritos. I'm about that life, man. It tastes amazing.
Oh, noodles and rice, man.
Yeah.
Both facts. Carb me up, bro. Give me the white wrap with the chips.
Yep.
With the noodles and the white rice.
Or you get it in a bowl too. You don't have to have it in a wrap. A real bowl.
Mm-hmm. But I would get fish though. I get their fish because their fish is always fried perfectly, and they always put a lot, yo. So I'll go with burrito just because it's very customizable, and you could put guac in that, and it'll taste amazing with that sour cream and the sauce. I'm hungry again.
Shout out Fat Bastards. Shout out Chipotle, both friends of the show. That's a good answer, man. The versatility of a burrito cannot be understated. Joel, what are you going with? I gotta think.
I was gonna say burrito too, but I'm gonna flip it and say like, just give me a big platter of nachos, yo.
Ooh, yeah.
Everything on it, like jalapenos and like all that, guac, sour cream, salsa, all that. Pico de gallo, everything. Yeah, man.
Beef, chicken, fish, everything.
Pulled pork, give me all of that.
Yo, throw the rice and the noodles on it too.
Ooh, imagine, bro. Holy.
That's man, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Man. So for dinner today, in spirit of Cinco de Mayo, I had pulled pork soft shell tacos, fantastic, with some pineapple in the pulled pork.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Sean, for the foodie thumbs up there. So I'm gonna go soft shell taco, man. Specifically soft shell. Like, I mean, here's the thing, man. Hard shell tacos are great, classic pieces of food, but too messy. After one bite, it's not a taco anymore. It's nachos. So, I'm going soft shell taco. The same thing, man. Versatility. And I feel like when you do soft shell taco, you got fajita in the mix. You got like quesadilla in the mix. It's all the same idea, just a little bit different. So I'm going soft shell taco for me. Sean, Mr. Food. Mr. Food's wife. I mean, Mr. Wife's food. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Anyways, yo, you took my answer, man.
Sorry, man.
I got nothing for you.
Shouldn't have gone last.
And then you mentioned quesadilla and fajita too, so I got nothing.
Yeah, I stole everything. I stole all the rest of the foods.
Yo, my sleeper pick though is the Mexican street corn.
Oh, with the sour cream and
everything on top.
Everything on top.
So good, bro.
Everything on top. That's like you feel like you're trying to be healthy. You're probably not, but it tastes
it's a
delicious.
Vegetable, bro. It's a vegetable. Come on.
Yeah, it's a vegetable.
No, fries are vegetables, right? Potatoes.
Yeah. That's not even a sleeper pick, bro. That's just a solid pick. That's like a late first round, but like turns into an all-star 2 years later. Nice. Like that's a great pick. That's a Pascal Siakam 2 years ago, bro. Well done.
2 years ago.
I'm glad you clarified 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Pascal, yo.
Yeah, no, hard shell tacos are Pascal this year.
Oh man.
Next up, errors, edits, and e-messages. We're pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM and we'll let the world know that we goofed. And this one comes from good friend of the show. Really, really good friend of the show. I am Jonathan Kim. I think he knew Sean was going to be on. And he's like, anywhere Sean is, I have to be creeping in the corner. And he says, as the son of a former Baskin-Robbins franchise owner, I can confidently say that Tiger Tail ice cream is the worst ice cream flavor ever. Because last week, Mr. Jonathan Cran, not to be confused with Mr. Jonathan Kim, said that he would make a dunk as a Tiger Tail ice cream theme.
Yeah.
And I guess I can't imagine that orange flavored ice cream with black licorice in it is very good. So I'll never try it, but I believe John Kim saying that it's disgusting. So thanks to that. Let's get into this main discussion topic right here real quick, because we got Sean back on the podcast. It's been a minute, apparently. Now that I think about it, it's actually been quite long.
I just checked. He was on episode 96 and then episode 100, and then that was it.
Damn. That's it?
Dang.
Yeah.
He's only been on 2 times?
Yo, my feelings were hurt,
He was on
man.
before that too, but those were the most 2 recent ones, 96 and 100.
Yeah, but that means he was
67 episodes, bro.
He was on 2 times within 4 weeks, though. Like, that's a lot. 96 and 100? You want me to
How
deal
did
with
that even
him?
happen? Oh, was that the countdown thing?
That was probably the
one where we messed up the recording?
Where somebody messed up the recording. Somebody messed up the recording, and we lost the audio for, what was it? The True to Size Awards.
The awards, yeah, that was epic. Yeah. Damn.
And then you came back, 2 weeks later or a week later, and we just redid a regular boring episode with no prizes given.
But we had McDonald's though that night. So
we did have McDonald's that night. A lot of McDonald's that night.
Remember that?
Shout out to McDonald's Canada sponsoring the show. So yeah, Sean, you started a podcast, man, and I have to say this was like one of those like surprising things, but unsurprising things at the same time. It seemed like a natural progression kind of thing. But why did you kind of decide that this was a thing you wanted to start for yourself? Because you already have the well-established YouTube, well-established Instagram. Really, really boring Twitter feed. So why did you think that a podcast was the next move?
I think it just lets me kind of get to know people a bit better. You know, like there's so many people in our community and we kind of like know everyone and we kind of know their stories, but it's kind of like a good platform for me to have that one-on-one deep dive to really understand like what they're about and stuff like that. And aside from that, even like my solo episodes when I'm just like talking to myself, I think it just lets me kind of dive deeper into the topics and discuss things I wouldn't really talk about on YouTube generally.
So it's kind of one of those things because I learned in a class one time that like so say you have a brand, say Sean Go is a brand, and you're like, okay, what's next? Like, what's the new thing? What do we have to get on? And let's say it's like Clubhouse or something. Like, don't get on it just because you think you need to get on it. Get on it because there's a reason so you can do a good job at it. And I think that for you specifically, like, it's a YouTube channel, but it's not necessarily like a personal YouTube channel, right? And like you have the Instagram and it's getting more personal for sure. You're posting a lot more of like your actual life, your real life. But it's not a quote unquote personal Instagram. So is this kind of your way to have like a personal piece of media for yourself?
Yeah, to an extent. Like, I think Instagram and YouTube, they're so sneaker focused.
They're curated.
Whereas the podcast, like I mentioned, I think in episode 1, like I kind of want to branch out to just whatever I'm interested in. So I had like a guest, shout out to Weekends with Walt. We were just talking about Disney because I love Disney World. Another friend of mine, Mike, he's like a action figure photographer and I'm like a Marvel geek. So like things like that. So it just lets me kind of dabble into my other interests.
How's it been? What episode are you on? Are you double digits yet?
12, I believe.
How's it been going? You're liking it?
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Like I don't want to commit to something every week because like if I'm just not feeling it, then whatever. But it's I have one planned this week and yeah, it's fun.
Has it been like, because I'm sure you're used to talking to a camera now, has it been kind of an adjustment trying to talk to just a microphone or like somebody over a screen and like carry a conversation and make it content, like digestible content?
I think the actual like talking to someone is easier than me doing my YouTube videos, but it's the prep work before we record that's a bit more difficult because like I gotta understand like what's this person about and what kind of questions I can ask so that we can have more of that natural back and forth conversational flow, right?
Is it so? Do you think like if you had to compare the two, which one is more work, like your podcast or like a regular YouTube video?
Oh, YouTube video, like by far.
Really?
Yeah.
What's kind of like the behind the scenes process of the YouTube video? Because I honestly, I'm sure Alvin knows a little bit more, but your production value is a little bit higher than just a screen recorded Zoom call. So, but like, what's kind of like the behind the scenes for you shooting? Because I know you do like the on foot, you do the photos, you do the review. Like, what's kind of like the whole production line of getting a YouTube video out?
First step would be like doing the research, so figuring out the release date, the color, the price, reading up on like the tech, if there's anything special about the shoe, just really getting an understanding so I'm not coming off as a dumbass when I'm recording. Then the second would be like the B-roll footage. So that's like the detail shots and stuff like that. Then I'm recording myself, the on feet part. And then the biggest like bottleneck in the whole process is the photos I take, which go in the video, but it also goes onto my Instagram feed because like I can't really half-ass it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like walking around, figuring out locations to shoot and stuff like that. So that takes up the biggest chunk of time.
Do you find, because I find myself doing this too, and maybe it's easier for you because you're like in the heart of the city, and I know Alvin, I'm sure, like tries to do this as well. Do you like try to find different backgrounds as you're going? Like, do you make it a point to like not have similar backgrounds? Or do you not really care? Like, do you have places that you scout and you're like, I can't wait till I get a shoe that looks like this? Because like for me, like let's say there's a Bad Bunny shoe that comes in and I'm like, I know exactly where I'm going to take a picture of this shoe. Or like I have a spot for yellow shoes. I have a spot that I would know that I can go to for yellow shoes. Or like orange shoes, I have a spot to go for that. Do you have like the same kind of idea for when it's like time to take a picture of a shoe, or do you literally just walk outside because you're downtown Toronto and just go take pictures because everything looks cool?
Yeah, it's definitely much easier for me being downtown. There's so many random alleys and painted walls and stuff like that. But I think because I've shot so many pairs of shoes, I've kind of like used up like the back pocket locations that I have. Mm-hmm. So like I try to make it a habit of like walking around and just scouting, but not really like I'm walking just for exercise and just for fun. But like while I'm doing that, I keep like a mental checklist of locations.
Alvin, do you do that too? Because I know you're shooting a lot more, and I know because you're working from home most of the time, it's walking around your neighborhood. Do you do like the mental checklist for photo spots, and do you try to like mix it up so the feed looks a little bit different, or are you just like, I want to take a picture of the shoes, I don't care?
Definitely yes and no. I mean, Milton is suburbia, so I mean, there definitely aren't as many spots where I could be like, oh, there. But like, there is one spot that I found where it's like I have multiple backgrounds. So if anything, I'll just go to the same spot every time, but pick a different background. Or I'll just try using like a different backdrop that I have at the house, or I'll use like a blanket and shit. Just because like now with big harder for me to leave the house. So if anything, I'll shoot in house, but I'll have a different background and stuff like that. But I gotta definitely get more creative, especially now that I just want to be home for help. But we'll see, man. Like when P's older and I can take her out and not have to worry about her being too cold and stuff, like I'll start walking around again and then taking more pictures and stuff, and hopefully incorporate her into them because she has no say in what she wears on her feet. So we'll see.
Yeah, Kai's too old with the attitude now. So if you're like, put on these shoes, she's like,
and she feels like she feels like she has a fashion sense, and I don't want to force it on her. And I'm just like, you know what? Do you, boo boo? Wear your flip flops. Get it in.
And then you got to wait until she's Jomar's age, and then Jomar just wants to look like his cool dad, and then and then it's back to the cycle. Is Jomar in that age now, Joel, where he's just like he wants to look like dad? Like he just like, do you see him just dressing like you?
Not even, man. He's just like all gaming right now, and he's all about gaming, and it's so hard for me to pry him off of that because there's no basketball, right?
Yeah.
So there's no basketball, there's no game outlet for him to lean on. So it's just like he's just stuck gaming in his room, and you know, it's like, yo, it's so nice outside. Let's go outside, and it's like, I got a game going on. Me and my friends are playing. Like, come on. But yeah, he's at that age, turning 13 soon.
Oh my god.
Ooh, soon enough, yo. It's going to take all your kicks.
Man,
yeah. Wait till he's your size, then it's over. You think he's not dressing like dad now.
Backgrounds and shit.
Yeah.
What size shoe is he now?
He's in like a 7 youth.
Shitty size.
Yeah, probably getting into 8th. I know, man. Shitty size for real.
Damn.
Yeah, he's in a 7 youth right now.
Damn. Wait till he's my size. Let's go. Sean, back to the podcast for just 1 second. What's kind of been like the hardest thing for you, like maybe aside from the prep, just like in getting going, or like maybe even not hardest, but the most surprising thing since you've started the whole podcast adventure for you?
In terms
or
of,
are you just Sean Go and you're like, what does hard mean? I don't know what that means.
No, it's tough. It's actually tough. Like content doesn't come as naturally as like YouTube, because obviously with reviews, it's if you have a shoe, then there's your content, right?
Yeah.
So it's really just kind of thinking outside of the box. And because like you guys have a podcast, and like and Chris and those guys have a podcast, and there's a ton of podcasts out there. So I don't really want to recycle the same sort of content and the same guests, if that makes sense. So it's really kind of trying to figure out and planning out your guests and what you're going to talk about the week in advance and stuff like that.
All right. No more podcasts. Let's get into this stupid catchphrase. You're like a fucking Pokemon.
Is back.
Yeah, is back. Like, is back, mon. So
Is back.
Where did this come from? How and why? Like, just how, why?
That's a very good question. I think it started off just kind of like a joke.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think because I mentioned like, oh, dunks are back or something. And then I'd have people in my DMs saying like, yo, dunks never left. Like, if they left for you, then you're a hype beast or something like that. So then I just ran with like the whole is back thing, right? And then New Balance, it started getting popular in the past couple of years or becoming much more mainstream in the past couple of years. And then, so I threw on the is back hashtag to that, and it just became sort of like a running joke. Some people started adopting it, and like, I don't know if they're joking too, but like, it's all fun and games, right? There's no deep story behind this, man. It's just
one thing everyone will learn about Sean Go. There's not a whole lot of deep stories around anything. It's very literal with Sean Go. Yeah. But like, what do you think? And this is kind of for everybody. What kind of goes into something coming back? Because like, it's not everything that goes away comes back. As much as we talk about like cycles and sneakers and fashion and style, not everything that leaves comes back. So why do some things come back, and what kind of goes into it coming back? Like New Balance is a really good example. It's definitely turning a corner. Dunks is a great example because they are like the shit right now. Air Forces are on the rise again. So like, what kind of goes into it? Like, just aside from cycling and time, and like maybe Alvin, you can give your opinion. Like, what do you think kind of goes into the whole like cycle of something actually like deciding that something comes back?
Probably just like one, hype for sure. I mean, if not for, at least what I believe, if not for the Kawhi hype and him doing what he did for Canada in New Balances,
huge.
I don't know if New Balance would be as big as it is in Canada. I mean, obviously you'd still have, those collectors who collect New Balances, but I don't know if you would be seeing it on everybody's foot. Like, I don't know if the 990 V5 would be as popular as it was now, if not for Kawhi. You know what I mean? So it's just stuff like that. And then, I don't know, man. Celebrities, bro. That's what it is. Like, celebrities, collabos, like Air Forces, man. Like, I don't know, bro. Those kind of, I mean, obviously it's a timeless silhouette, but they've been gone for a minute.
Yo, they never left
until Joel started rocking them again. It's back, bro.
It's back, yo.
We'll get into the it never left people after this conversation, but I think first of all, it can't be understated, the Kawhi effect. I think if he stayed in Canada, New Balance and him have like, they're goated. He's already goated, but like, man, I can't imagine the amount of New Balances that people will be wearing. New Balances were selling out for 4 months. Like in that stretch run after him getting signed to like the playoff run, they were selling out. GRs, everyone wanted New Balances. So I definitely agree with you there. And I think it also has to do with just like, there is a cycle, but it's a cycle of like trying to look different, because like something becomes like a celebrity wears it and then everyone is like, oh, this is cool. There's hype around it. And then let's say with Dunks, it starts to cycle up. And now we're at the point where it is back, and then it's not cool anymore for a lot of people. So then it's like, okay, what's next? Air Forces. Okay. Air Forces is different. Cycle. So there's definitely the cycle. I think it's a combination of like people wanting to look different and then a celebrity showing them how they can look different by looking the same as them, which is kind of unnecessary. Like, doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think it has to do a lot with that. Joel, what about you? Like, where do you think this whole cycling comes from of like things, like when things decide to come back? Because we don't see like the Nike Carnivore or like like the Jordan 8 hasn't made a resurgence. Like these kinds, some things don't come back and a lot of things do. Like, where's the line drawn?
Where is it drawn? I guess like, I don't know. It's just like fashion, I guess. Like the whole, like, how fashion is sort of like a revolving door kind of thing, right? Where it's like, everything was like tapered at one point and then it became baggy. And then now it's gotten tapered now with the jogger style pants. and then now it's going back to baggy, like skater style pants now, like the way people are wearing them. It's just like that, and I guess with sneakers, it's just like a revolving door. Like you'll say, like, the carnivores aren't coming back yet, but who's to say? Like, it might, Nike basketball might make that resurgence again, and, it might come, like, just like with the whole New Balance 550s that are dropping, like, popping up again. It's like it's all the whole process, the revolving door process is starting back up, and just like with the Air Force Ones coming back in resurgence, and the lows especially, like, who knows, maybe the highs might come back now. So it's just a matter of time where fashion just comes back again. It just makes that full 360 again, is the way I look at it.
It's almost like a lot of these shoes need like a modernizing or like a revitalization, where it's like the Dunk is timeless, but it needs to be modernized, and then it modernizes around the fashion of like a Travis Scott, which is already influential, and then it modernizes in that sense, and then it's more suitable for today's wear because it works with fashion that was inspired by somebody who's influential. It's like a just big like cycle of shit. Sean, where does this all come from for you? Like, where did you see, as much as we know you're the global influencer for New Balance now, so aside from you personally, where do you think all this comes from? Like, why do some things come back, some things don't?
Yeah, I think you can't underestimate like the power of the brands themselves, just because they can control which celebrities are wearing what pairs and how much quantity they release for certain silhouettes and stuff like that. And like, as much as we all like to say, like, buy what you like and rock what you like, there's so many of us in the sneaker culture that love hype, right? So when Nike drops something that's limited, and let's say it's a new or they're bringing back an old silhouette, but it's in a fresh way or something like that, right? If they drop it in very limited numbers and people strike out and resale prices are high, then all of a sudden that becomes like the sought after shoe. And it's only within reason. Like, you can't expect like an Air Max 96 necessarily to become like the next it shoe, maybe. But like for something like a Dunk, an Air Force One, and like the popular Air Jordan models, I think like that's kind of like Nike and Jordan Brand goes about it.
Yeah, that's very true. There's rumors that Travis Scott didn't even like care for Dunks all that much. Exactly. It was just Nike being like, all right, time for Dunks. All right, Travis, here you go. And I'm sure that he played a role, obviously. I'm not downplaying him personally, but I think that a lot of it was just brand marketing and using him as a tool. Not that he's a tool in that sense. What do we think? So this kind of relates to what Sean said about the whole, it never left, those guys. Because, yeah, we know some people have taste that never changes, and some people do have taste that evolves and changes and molds into new things. Do you guys ever feel a way? Like, Dunks is a good example, because I think most of us are into / we're into Dunks, and New Balance is also a good example. When, you were kind of you were into it forever. It left, you stayed into it, it came back, and then it's cool again, and everyone's like, oh, this is the shit. Like, Dunks is obviously the best example. Do you guys feel ways? Like, do you have the whole mindset of, like, it never left, or, oh, these kids weren't there, or any of that? Like, do you guys find yourself doing the whole, like, that mood about it, or are you kind of just like, I don't care, basically? Yeah, go ahead, Sean. Yeah.
Like, for me, I don't really take it too personally. Like, why stress over that kind of stuff? Like, for Kobe's, for example, like, I remember I rocked the Kobe 4, Kobe 5, Kobe 6 in university. That was like my ball shoe. And then
you play basketball?
No, just a little bit, man.
Oh, wow.
Just a little bit.
Oh, nice.
12th man, maybe.
12th man.
12
on a 10-man roster.
Injured list. But yeah, like shoes like that, and you see it come back, and then all of a sudden Kobe's are like reselling for crazy, when back in like a few years ago they're sitting at outlets and stuff like that. But like, life's too short to stress yourself over something like that, right? If other people want to enjoy it, then let him do it.
Let him be. I'm hoping that Alvin is going to have a strong answer. But let's see, Alvin, how do you feel about this?
I would say pre-50th episode, True to Size Me would have been like, yo, fuck these guys.
Fuck them kids, bro.
Like, yo, these guys don't know what they talking about. Like, talking about these Kith collabs and shit. I was there before Kith, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's pre episode 50, Alvin, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened at episode 50?
I grew up a little bit, yo. I turned 30, I think.
Oh.
No, not even, man.
No, yeah.
It was just like after Actually, maybe Kai was born. Who knows? But it was just like, okay, cool. Like now you see other people actually having an appreciation for a silhouette that you love for so long. And like Sean said, yo, you can't hate, man. Like let these people have their fun like you did when you first got into the game. And the way I looked at it is like, yo, when I got into the game, there were people older than me that were OGs that probably thought the same shit about me. And if I was that guy, and if I knew that they thought that way, I'd be like, yo, come on.
Yeah, shut up, bro.
Like I'm just starting, bro. Like let me enjoy my shit. Like I'll find my way and shit. You know what I mean?
And if it takes some influence to get there, then who cares, right?
Exactly. So as opposed to being the angry OG, I want to be the helpful guide.
Wow.
And just, you know, if we could teach people things, we can by through social media and whatnot. If not, like I'm just gonna enjoy my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I did love dunks back in the day. I never fallen out of them. They just hurt my feet. But other than that, like I still got love for dunks. But and then New Balances are just I'm old and I'm a dad. So dad shoe all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck it. Do your thing.
No, I feel that for sure. Joel, you're speaking of OG, the OG's OG. So like, do you feel ways when you see like when Air Forces are popping again? Are you gonna be like busting out the LA Air Forces like these kids don't know? Like, are you gonna be that guy? Like, how you feeling?
No, not even, man. I'm just gonna like embrace it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of love to go around, man, for Air Forces and stuff like that. And it's good that it's gotten like the light of day that it deserves. Like, you know what I mean? So it's cool that all the old stuff is becoming popular again, and like, you know, older silhouettes are like coming out of the woodworks and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, man. And you know, it just builds to like other brands to like dig into their vaults.
Yeah,
man.
So to say. And like like who knows, like maybe we wouldn't have a 550 or who knows, maybe we wouldn't have like, you know, like some other older models or silhouettes that just popping up everywhere. So, you know, it just like it builds character, it builds hype, and I don't mind, man. I don't mind at all.
And it's honestly time for us to so for all those quote unquote older heads or OGs or whatever, it's your time to shine now that things are back. So now that New Balance is back, it's like,
flex.
Let me rock the stuff that I would rock previously and no one would care about, and I'll rock it now and people actually fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So like now it's
time
like
flex,
now when Joel brings out his LA Air Forces, they're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Whereas before it'd be like, oh, that's just a Kobe shoe. Who cares?
Like, oh my
you know
god.
What I mean? So, yeah. So it's like now it's time to flex, educate and all that shit. So
time
to shine, baby.
I'm with you. Like what Joel said, it's like such a good point. Like, if New Balances don't pop off, you don't see the 550 come back because New Balance isn't brave enough to bring back a 1949 looking fucking basketball sneaker. But New Balances is cool, so they bring it back. They're bold enough to do it. If like dunks don't get cool, we probably don't get to see chunky dunkies or strange loves or all the future classics that just got to release because there was enough hype around it to pay for these massive brand partnerships. I like to relate it to like an artist passing. Like if, say, like Mac Miller passes away or Nipsey Hussle passes away, like a big artist, any artist passes away, and you have some fans that were quote unquote there before who are like obviously sad, and then you have people who are now like not jumping on the bandwagon, but saying like, oh, this stuff is dope, like I can't believe he passed away, gone too soon, blah blah blah. And you have the older fans who are like, oh, you weren't there, you're not a real fan, but like if your favorite artist, if they're still your favorite artist, you want them to get all the shine that they can, bro. That's putting people on. And obviously it's a little bit more of a morbid way to look at it, and it's like kind of the opposite. But like if dunks are getting put on and you love dunks, you should love that everyone loves dunks because you're like, yo, what up? I've been here. What's up? Like, exactly. That's it. Like, I've been here. Like, let me show you the way. Like Alvin said, like, let me show you the bright stuff. Let's go.
Yeah. Educate, man. That's it.
Educate. And like you said, now it's your time to flex. Like my shoes that I paid $50 for at the outlet are $900 now. Like those are my grass cutters. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're crazy. These have an outlet sticker on them, you crazy idiots. Paying StockX prices for this stupid shoe. So like, I don't know. I think it's cool, man. I think it shows, like you said, it shows that you're like weathered and you've been around, and it shouldn't be anything except for positivity from you, because it makes you look better. Like, it doesn't make you look better to say these kids don't know, bro. It makes you look worse. Me and Sean have this conversation often. Like,
I think we all have this conversation.
Yeah, I think we all have this conversation often. Like, there's no need to gatekeep. You don't have to have known about dunks for 10 years to buy a pair of dunks. Like, who cares, man? If you liked dunks before, you would have already owned Syracuse dunks. Like, they were at the outlet.
Yes.
Who cares if you didn't get them this time? You should have owned them in 2016 when they were $80. But anyways, Any closing remarks from you, Sean? Or
yeah, you summed it up pretty good. But like you said, like if you strike out on stuff now because it's hype, then wait like 5 years when everyone's on whatever, and then you can buy out all those dunks that you missed now.
Exactly.
Right?
Or once again, you should have probably bought it when it was at the outlet.
Yeah.
At Hash Wall for fucking free, basically. They couldn't give dunks away 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Sean, it was nice to have you back on the show. It was too long. So hopefully it's not that long again. Maybe one day he'll invite one of us on his podcast. Probably not, because we'll just bully him for the entire time. So I don't blame him.
Yo, Joel, you free next week? Let's talk about our deals through your van, you know, the back in the back alley.
Back alley.
That's what the title of the podcast is. Back alley deals.
Back alley.
Back alley deals in the van.
I've seen other media titled that before. Don't nobody Google that. Sean, man, this was dope. Thank you for coming, man. This was sick.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
We can't use any of this content we just created, but thanks for showing up anyways. Wherever you guys are taking in this episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out CanadaGotSold.ca to check out the latest CGS merch. Peep our YouTube for our latest videos, because we have the best YouTube going. And check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop us up with us. Do not forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSold on Instagram for a feature. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D, 3 O's, NEY.
My name is Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MISTERQ and then Mart.
And Sean, where are all the places they can find you on the internet?
For sure. Instagram at esco8, youtube.com/SeanGo, and check out my podcast, Channel 8 Podcast, on all your major platforms.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sean, once again. And thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 167, not 168 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS and is back Sean Go, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
That was the stupidest, man. I should stop recording.